Good morning, people. We are now saying good morning to all. Not much happening today. I see Vaughn has not put no videos out, or nobody's posted me any of his videos. Hey, Nate, hope you come in here this morning. I got a shirt on just for you. I don't want to turn your wife on this morning, so you might not be able to handle her, so I made sure a shirt on. Good morning, Toby. I see you were the first waiting. I was watching you. Number one, Black. Yeah, you finally caught me live, Betsy. Ain't much. I mean, I get on here, I say hi to everybody, see what people's got to say, see who's my trollers, see if there's any news coming out of Von Hilton's mouth. I wanted to find out what's going on with them kids of his. I know he had court yesterday. Anyone hear any news about his court date yesterday? I thought we were going to get our road fixed yesterday, too. Big old truck come down here with the tractor and a big long van with a bunch of people in it. I was like, yes, we're getting our road fixed today. Well, I got the bubble busted because they didn't fix our road. They're back there getting ready to start logging. The old man must have sold his whatever acreage he had back there, and now they're going to go back there and start cutting out the big old fat trees. And they're going to leave all them little branches and stems and everything back there. And then they're going to wash down into the creek when we get a good rain. And then we're going to get flooded worse than we ever had before because they're getting rid of all the big trees. I would say he still does have power because his light bill was paid through the estate. He did shut his phone off. He did shut his cable off. So now he only has to pay the internet itself. He's scraping and scrounging. Today's the day that all his paperwork's supposed to be in to collect that money that is titled to him. And if he ain't done it by midnight tonight, then he loses it all. He says he's contacted them on the computer, and they said he can't get it, that the estate has to get it. Well, the estate did paperwork on it. The state tried to get it, and they said that only he can get it. So they're giving everybody a runaround. They're not making more room for houses. They're just wanting the wood. Because 90% of it back there is all mountains. I don't even think there's a piece of land back there flat enough to put a house on. And we have no road, so they wouldn't even be able to get back there to build a house. Unless they do it the old fashioned way. Yeah, I hate it too, Blackbird. They did my cousins that way. They went over there and was offering them big money for some nice trees, and she got that first check and watched 5 truckloads of trees go out of there, and she seen that paycheck. She looked at them, and said, "Do me a favor, get all your equipment off my land right now. You guys ain't paying me but a penny a piece for them trees. Get off my land." And they messed up because between her and her brother, they probably own about 800 or 900 acres. Hey, that's fine. Nothing hits a sore spot to me. You guys are all good. We're all friends. I have nothing to hide. My name's not James Von Hilton, or as we all call him, Stinky. My favorite food is spaghetti and meatballs. But don't put me wrong, I love lasagna. I'm a meat eater. I love meats. There's only like 5 foods that I really will not eat. Everything else I can and will eat. I was brought up in the age that you ate what was on your plate, no matter what it was. Because if you didn't, you went hungry. Good morning, coffee. And yes, it's coffee. Larry's now off the hot cocoa and back to the coffee. Welcome to wintertime, people. I expect I'm going to have a little bit of company here later. I got some Daniel Boone Natural Forest Rangers coming through to make sure this logging company don't go back into the Daniel Boone and start stripping the Daniel Boone of their trees. First day of fall. Yeah, I can feel it already. I can feel it. It's coming quick. They say we are going to have a bad winter this year. Yeah, I like my meat. I got to have the meatballs. We're probably about 51 right now. And I think their highs are in the 70s today. Yeah, you probably are in a drought, Colorado. I have a few cousins that live over in there in that Colorado state. Ain't no 8 hours going on this morning, people. I can't do that. It's been wearing me out. But I just wanted to get on here and do a little bit of time with you, say good morning. Yeah, love pulled pork, love burgers. Even though I'm not really allowed anything that's got a lot of fat in it anymore. If I'm frying hamburgers up, he tells me not to fry them, to put them in water and boil the grease out. That is what caused my heart attack. Is too many greasy foods. It started blocking my arteries. Oh, I feel good. I've had 2 heart attacks. I've had a triple bypass surgery. No, there's no vegetarian. People, I do eat very little potatoes. I do love vegetables. I do love Brussels sprouts. I definitely love green beans. Peas are okay. Carrots are okay as long as they're cooked right. I'm a meat eater. I love my meats. You know, the meat is probably going to kill me, but I'm going to die happy. Some people say my painkillers are going to kill me. I'm going to die happy. Good morning, Green. Never heard of it, Lawrence. That's what America is about. We do what we want. We want to eat big fat steaks, we can. And for dinner last night, I had a Sunday split with pieces of banana. So we can call it a banana split, really. But I didn't split the banana, I cut them in little quarter pieces. Yeah, good morning, Toby. You finally said it. I mean, you were the first one to say something to me. Didn't want to go live long, just want to get on, say good morning. 21 viewers, 7 thumbs up. Come on, people. If you like seeing me in the morning, seeing my ugly face, my eyebrow sticking up like a, I don't know, like a something. I just like to get on, say good morning to people. Yes, Grandpa, nice. We got a shirt on today. Only because of my tro Nate, whose wife got jealous seeing me without a shirt on. I am scheduling Mouse for Monday. I don't know how it's gonna go. Me and her is gonna talk this weekend again and see how she feels, what's going on in her life, and how things are gonna go. I am not gonna con her into saying anything that she don't want to say. I want Mouse to be very open. I want her to talk about it. I want to hear what she's got to say because Vaughn says a lot of you trolls chased her away, that you guys put shit in her brain. I want to know how he treated her. Did he treat her like a queen or did he treat her like a slave? She is definitely well off more than Vaughn. Yes, I know that, Bern. That's why she is the top of the list. She's the first one I want to go live with. I don't know if I've seen the plate one or not. All I know is I heard he pulled a gun out on her. My wife would have put me in jail immediately. When our babies were born, I helped change diapers, no matter how much shit was inside of them. If they pissed or shit, I got up and changed them. I don't care if it was 2, 3, 4 in the morning. James would rather play with his horse vaginas to work than worry about his little kids sitting in shitty diapers. That's what I'm going to talk to Miss Mouse about. He had the night shift, she has the day shift. Well, personally, at night, kids usually sleep half the night, if not all the night. You put them to bed with a nice warm bath, nice clean diaper, and a nice warm baba. Guess what? They could sleep all night long. I know. James, you could say you that whatever, James. I got kids. I have 4 boys, James. When they came home from the hospital, they were gaining weight every single day, not losing weight. To me, that's telling me you guys wasn't feeding them every 2 to 4 hours like you're supposed to when they're babies, infants, coming home from the hospital. That is why CSB got involved in you. Don't blame it on the trolls. Yeah, they probably did turn you in for your house being nasty looking. Any person would. It's called child endangerment. If you see a child in danger, you are supposed to call the authorities. I don't care if it's a live video, in person, or if you're in a damn Kmart's and somebody smacks their kid across their face. You literally call the police or children's services. Oh, I'll probably seen it. I probably went over it. If he wasn't yelling and screaming about the frost, I would have just skipped it. So I might have seen it once or twice. Something I don't know. I've been going through a lot of his videos, people. A lot of the clippings from the movie is from his clippings on YouTube and Twitter and Odyssey now. Here goes my thumbs up. Yeah, come on, people. Get them thumbs up there. Show me you're interested in hearing from me this morning. The real true life of Von Hilton. I'm working on it, Toby. I got 2 people helping me. We are all working on a movie. Still really up for the titles. This is the hard part. Worst man in the world. Stinkiest man in the world. The disrespectful son of a 1080p. Go, Larry. Is that 1080 people? Could be. I don't know. The Gummler. Yeah, that's exactly what he is, a Gummler. I think that's why J Dubs likes him so much. He knows he ain't got no teeth and he can just don't have to worry about it grinding on him. Where you at, Nate? Don't tell me you're not getting in here this morning. Someone please send Nate an invite to this chat. Because if I don't see Nate in the next 10 minutes, I'll sit my big fat ass up and take this shirt off. I'm not ashamed to be fat. I'm not ashamed of being hairy. I'm proud to be fat and hairy. My wife calls me her grizzly bear. Dead of winter, 20 degrees out. She crawls in bed with me and turns the furnace on. Within 10 minutes, she has to go get out from under the blankets because the furnace is burning her up. Yeah, he is definitely gross, Coffee. People, I'm not going to lie. I'm down to a wheelchair. It's hard for me to get in that shower, but I got a shower stool that I can sit on and take my showers. And when I don't feel like I have the energy to get in the shower, I will still take a sponge bath, just like they give to you at the hospital, soap and hot water, and wash my whole body down. I can't go without a shower or a bath every 3 days. If I'm not in it in the third day, my wife's in here checking my temperature and telling me it's time to take a shower. And that's the point, Coffee. At least I'm trying. He don't even try. Nate, you complained about me not having a shirt. Hello? Shirt's on. Your wife don't have to get turned on this morning. You're right. He don't even try to take a shower. He's afraid it's going to cost him $10 for the water. Come on, Nate. I know you're out there. You're my tro, so you gotta be out there. Come on, Nate. Where you at? You still in bed? Time to wake up, Nate. Personally, people, I don't like to wear a shirt, especially when it's 70, 80, 90 degrees outside. My air conditioner's going. I can't even feel it right now because Nate wants to see my shirt. Yeah, he ruined his own life. That is very true. Von Hilton has destroyed his own life. If he would have treated his wife with respect and love, then they might have made it work. If he would have helped her take care of them kids like he's supposed to, it might have worked. Vaughn, you don't marry a girl and make her a slave. She's your wife, not your slave. Is that what your dad did to your mom? Did your daddy go to work and make your mommy his slave? Hell no, because your mom would have put your dad right in his place. I know. Yeah, it's probably why he don't go to the courthouse because he's so fucking dirty that the courts don't even want him there. I really didn't know him one, but he served in World War II. He worked every day to make sure there's food on the table and the bills were paid. So in my book, he was a good man. How did two good people, Big Irvy Sr. and Alice Hilton, makes so rotten of a kid. To me, I will say it clear as day, as I've been saying it for the last 2 weeks. He grew up with a gold spoon in his mouth. Well, his stupid ass lost the gold spoon. So now he's got a wooden spoon. He must have been using that gold spoon out in his backyard to bury them dead dogs. Because now he has a wooden spoon. His money is drying up faster than him. People, we can all literally can place his whole life on a piece of paper. We all know when his birthday is. He was born in 1963. He would have entered high school between 15 and 16 years old. He should have been finishing high school at 18. So, did he go to college for them first 2 years? Or did he join the military for them 9 months? He did one of them. I don't know which one first. Maybe he got the 2 year college degree from business housings, a real estate thing for 2 years, and then he did 9 months in the service. I don't know how that went. We know he went to North Dakota and had a baby. We know he was in Hamilton, Ohio, married with somebody, and they lost a kid. We know he had his own place in Hamilton. You could literally put the pieces together and put his life together, even though he says we can't. We literally can. He's not going to get no VA bill. Did she buy the furniture? No, I literally think he bought the furniture. I don't really know. I don't know how that situation went. Maybe she did buy the furniture, or he took her credit card and bought the furniture, and she told him to take it back. And he says, the only way I'm taking it back is if you pay my student loans. So his student loans only $800 or $8,000, and he goes out and buys a $7,000 or $8,000 living room outfit with his mom's money. He says he's had 3 jobs, all at the exact same time. People, do you all know why the United States of America has a Social Security card? I don't know what the rest of your world does around the world, but a Social Security card will tell you exactly every place that you have ever worked where they have took money out of your checks for taxes. That is how we get our tax refunds every single year. Social Security Department knows every move you make. If you move from Ohio to California and you start a new job and you use your Social Security number, they know it. You were born with that Social Security number and you will die with that Social Security number. That's how the government keeps track of every one of us, is our social security numbers. Yeah, people, I mean, literally, he wants to know how we know all this information. He's literally put it out there in the last 15 years. And he says, we don't know. You're right, Irvy. We don't know. So why don't you quit talking shit and tell us the truth? Because everything you say is a lie, Stinky. When you told the first lie, you now are telling a second lie to cover the first lie up. The only problem is you can't remember your lies. You got your dad's $2 million inheritance, spent it going all across Kentucky to see your kids in the foster care. We all know that's a lie because $2 million just for the state of Kentucky, you had to go all the way across Kentucky over 100 times to spend millions. Two, this year, you're now telling people that I took your dad's $2 million insurance policy. How can I take it if you took it 4 years ago, James? Think about that. How can you claim it 4 years ago, but I just claimed it last year? And we both got 2 million, James? Do you really think your dad was worth $4 million? Maybe in your heart, but not in that brain. Well, maybe in your brain too, because you're that retarded. I personally thought maybe Jerry's disability came from his mother. Mouse, if you're watching, or if you even watch right now or watch it tomorrow night before we go live. Nothing against you. I love you. You seem like a great person, and I give you my best wishes. But I literally thought maybe your disability went down into Jerry. I don't think it's your disability that's in Jerry. I think it's his father's disability. Because at least, Mouse, you have a brain. Stinky don't. Stinky don't think. He does not think about anything. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. He does think of something. Horse vaginas. Something that's big enough that you can literally put your human head all the way in as a grown adult, not no little 6 pound baby boy coming out. James, you're not hung like a horse. And even if you were, so what? You sure in the hell can't use it. You sure in the hell don't know how to take care of a woman with it. Because if you did, your wife would have never left you. Yeah. Yeah. Irvy has been scamming his mom and his dad both their whole lives. As soon as he figured out how to do it and how to get to them. He says that my Uncle Little Jim has been monopolizing, or whatever that word is, teaching my Aunt Alice to hate her son. No, Jim is not like that. Jim does not have a hate bone in his body. Yeah, if you can make decisions, it's pretty easy to figure everything out. I mean, literally, the day he was trying to get people to give him money for his mom's funeral, he told everybody, nobody can pay it. Nobody can send the funeral home money. All money has to be sent to him. He has to do the paperwork, and then he can have his mom buried. Well, as you all know, watch the video. There's Frost watching that at all times. Ronnie and Marsha was there. I was there. Neighbor Mountain was there. Miss Julie was there. We all seen it and we all posted. It's paid for. It's paid for. Your mom was not going to wait for you, Irvy. The hospitals, the care unit that took care of your mom for the last hour of her life, and the funeral home was not going to wait for your bullshit. I took care of your mom's funeral. She had the money put away. She knew where it was, and as the power of attorney, I knew where it was. I knew what it was for. You said you don't know how to bury somebody. You didn't know any idea what to do about anything. James, you have no idea even how to run your own life. You know how to ruin your life, but you can't run it. Honey, I'm sorry that you got to hear the God's honest truth about one of my family members. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling the truth. I am tired of him putting the Frost name down. God will handle it. Well, I'm letting 10 million people know that the Frost family are not bad.
Well, neither of the different.
Yes, that is exactly. I got power of attorney because Vaughn Hilton forgot to pay his mother's phone bill for 3 months. He literally shut her AARP, which is a insurance company that covers whatever her Medicare and Medicaid did not cover. And yes, it was $280 something every single month. And James was trying to save her money, said she didn't need it. Well, James, if she didn't need it, then you pay the last bill that AARP sent her the day she died. There is a balance of about $29,000. If you got it in cash, James, I'll be there to collect it today. There's a reason your mom had AARP. Your mom was no dummy. Your father was no dummy. How to know two no dummies raise a dummy? I don't know. I go back to the golden spoon. Jim manipulated, or whatever that word is, your mother. No, your mother loved kids. That's why she adopted Glenda. Your mother and father lived 5 houses from my grandfather and my grandmother, who my uncle Little Jim's parents. So yeah, Little Jim would go down and say hi to your mom. He would go down and say hi to your dad. They would play with Glenda. It was a tight little family. James, by the time you hit 10 years old, 12 years old, Uncle Jim was at war. He was serving his country. By the time you graduated from high school, he was coming back. He had a wife. He started making kids. He didn't need your mama's place. He didn't need no money from your mama. He got paid. When you do your service, you get a VA check. You wouldn't know because you couldn't get past 9 months. They don't pay you nothing for basic training, James. You couldn't even get out of basic training. Coffee, he better change that real quick because he don't want to go back to the 1700s. Because if we lived in the 1700s, the frost would have already hung from the big old oak tree behind the house. I would have literally put the rope around his neck. $1700s, you had to go out there and grow your food and kill your food. You couldn't go to a grocery store and buy it. He went AWOL, yes. And the drill sergeant called his mom and told them, his mom and his dad, to come and get him before they went out and got him and put him in the stockade. Because they knew where he was. He was working at a local company washing dishes. Now, this is a man who has already got a 2-year college degree in housing marketing. You don't think I would have put that degree to work? I would have. That's the reason you get the degree. Oh, wait a minute. You got to have paperwork. You got to show the degree. He probably didn't have it because he probably never even graduated. He probably went 9 months and quit too. But he says he graduated. Blackbird, you're growing your veggies and stuff now. Yeah, a lot of people do. A lot of people do, especially around where I'm at right now. I got a neighbor 6 houses down. She brought me over 200 ears of corn last month. Larry, you want some corn? It all just come up. I got tomatoes and cucumbers and lettuce and cabbage, and she gave us anything we wanted. She had so much. Real estate attorney. Okay. Well, you don't think I would put that to use? I sure would. I get a degree in anything. I don't care if it's electric, plumbing, building. I don't care if it's even in gardening. If I got a degree that says I am good at what I do, I'm going out to make the real money, not some fucking chump change. $5 an hour laborers. I got a degree. I'm making real money.
Dad,
Yes.
the guy's here.
What guy? I have to get off here. Emergency. Need to get off. Emergency.